Next to pitch is a museum curator, offering an alternative service that breathes new life into necrological services.
Hi, Darryl.
Hi, John.
So, Darryl, you are here today pitching a business, I guess something that we all need. You know, all of us have relatives who have passed away. So, in essence, what are you pitching to us today?
Okay. So we'll introduce a new culture of remembrance. So Moksha products and services are a new concept of after-death services that would like to create a deeper sense of meaning and an affordable alternative for our people.
So, I hope you're able to do something with this pitch. I know that this is quite a sensitive topic, so I hope you do well.
Yeah, thank you very much. Hi investors, I am Darryl and I am the founder of Moksha Philippines. We are looking for partnerships and technical assistance, support in marketing and campaign awareness, and most importantly, your mentorship and guidance in exchange for a convertible equity in the future. The COVID-19 pandemic has taken millions of lives globally. But more than the numbers, each of these casualties entails individual stories and untold sufferings. The biggest challenge brought by the pandemic was how quickly it has taken the lives of millions of people and how it has taken the lives of people close with us. This is very personal to me because I also lost my grandmother during the height of the pandemic. Coming from our experience as a starting point, we launched Moksha with a particular vision of connecting people even after their death. Let me introduce to you Moksha products and services, all designed to connect people. We'll start with the Moksha message. Moksha message will archive your special messages for your loved ones after you die. This message will be open in due time, and you can also request special arrangement such as a bouquet of flowers every anniversary. The second will be the Moksha Urn or the Moksha Bio Urn. So this is a product that we develop which turns your ashes into a plant. The purpose of this urn is to create a sense of rebirth and a sense of meaning. More than the traditional burial, we want to offer the opportunity to have the connection even after death. The third will be the Moksha Memorabilia. So these are products that we develop and that we are selling where you can store your ashes and connect your loved ones for you to always be with them. Lastly, a product that we are very excited to offer soon will be the Moksha Fireworks. We will help you turn your ashes into memorable, pyromusical presentations or pyromusical endings. This will create a greater sense of meaning for your loved ones. The business model of Moksha. We have two primary income streams. So number one are the income stream from the Moksha products and services. And number two are the potential income in the future from the unpaid Moksha plans. So this is really one of the areas that we would like to focus also. The biggest advantage or the biggest competitive advantage of the Moksha products and services is number one, it's affordability, and number two, it's customizability. A traditional burial, for example, costs hundreds of thousands in established memorial parks. Columbariums is also expensive, and the other existing bio-urns cost really a large amount of money. So some of the potential partnerships that we can pursue is support in launching campaign awareness and in marketing. And most importantly, also, Moksha products and services greatly complements existing insurance services. So again, everyone, as a closure, I would like to share that the term Moksha was derived from a Hindu term which means freedom from the cycle of death and rebirth. So it is an Indian philosophy term. And likewise, what we in Moksha would like to share to everybody is that death is not an end, rather it is just a beginning. So investors, we hope that you can join us in our journey, in connecting people and in creating stories. Thank you very much.
You know, hearing your story, hearing his presentation, it's like coming out from the Black Mirror episode. It's kind of eerie, diba? Like, you know, not everybody's comfortable to talk about death. Because, you know, death and grieving is something very personal.
Yeah, I can relate to you. Just like you, my grandmother died this year during the pandemic. I feel like this concept is something I would love to support. Yeah, please have me as part of your team. Yeah, and it's gonna work also for me in Hong Kong. My grandmother lived in Hong Kong, and I think real estate in Hong Kong is very expensive to the point that people there don't usually get a space. You have to fall in line. You have to get approval from the government. So this is actually a very creative solution, I must say.
Moksha, I also want in. Death is a big business, and I know for a fact that many of the real estate companies that I advise have actually computed that setting up a cemetery is more profitable than setting up a condo. But none of them want to touch it because of the the associations related to death. You clearly need a communications plan because the way you're communicating it is very functional.
I guess just echoing what Amor said, like death is a big business. The reality of life, everybody dies, right? So I guess it's more of like just positioning the opportunity that, everybody like goes through, like as what Miss Rose said, like grieving is a personal thing, and you're here to help lighten that load, right? And these are products and services that might be able to help with that. But yeah, those are just my few comments on it.
Sorry, I have a follow-up question. So why didn't you ask for an amount? I'm interested to know.
Yes, the money.
Maybe.
Right now, we are dividing the operations into two. So we have the internal operations, mostly on the archiving of data, R&D of the products, and the other will be the external engagement. So my partner is the one managing the external engagement. Mostly we're just utilizing social media. But our biggest problem is really to market this and to expand the reach on the launch
It's
campaign
mass
awareness.
uptake. It's
Yes.
like talking about crypto and blockchain. You need mass uptake for it and people to get over their unfounded fears about it. I never thought I'd be excited about a death business, but yeah, you're right. This is like a Black Mirror episode,
Yeah.
no? You're right. But a good one.
I passed on, because I'd rather, focus on building lives.
I kind of agree with Bros on this. It's like, I don't know. I'm like very iffy about this business, and the way you present it is like very sterile. It's just like kind of like it's a huge turn.
I'm not
It's a huge
comfortable.
turnoff in terms of sort of
Yeah.
discussing it, right? Like I think there's things that technology can do to sort of memorialize and to celebrate, and also to execute some of these things in a much better way. I feel like so. So I think that's my angle. These are just advices I can give.
From my perspective, interesting idea, obviously very, very personal idea as well. And in the world of globalization and, restraints from travel and so on and so forth, I think you have some good future.
Instead of the merchandise, let's create an aggregator platform to make it easy for the family who's left behind, whether planned or unplanned death. I think there's something there.
Thank you very much for your time, and most importantly, for giving me the opportunity to present the idea for you. Thank you very much. Greatest insight was the positive reception on new culture of remembrance. I think the key takeaway is that everyone is kind of open in this kind of new venture.
This generation of basically death in the digital age, like what does that mean?
Right? Exactly.
Like literally, what does that mean? Because like before, you were memorializing people basically through photographies, and then through other things. But now there's more memory that's been created, right? And your digital footprint.
I mean, the world is evolving, and change is something that happens very, very fast.